I be so sick of you niggas, y'all contradicting. I be so bold myself when you come and fuck me. I feel so ordinary, except when you around me. Treat me like water while you play me out. Arguments, you air me out. Tripping about you.
Hello, hello, hello to all my beautiful collective. This is your girl Empress Matt on the ones and twos and threes. About to get ready to do a quick energy check-in for my collective. If this is something that's going to resonate, it's going to resonate. And then again, if it doesn't, it doesn't. Just please, 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 please do not force it to fit if it's not your story. And if you like and don't love what I do, please like, comment, share, subscribe, and follow on your way out. And I would really, really appreciate it. Nonetheless, we can go ahead and get into this reading. So the reason why you see me writing this at this moment is because I'm about to get into like my X-Files reading, and y'all who've been following me for a while, y'all know what my X-File readings consist of. With this particular deck that I don't really care to use, but for whatever reason I was driven to use them at this time. Based off the cards that I'm seeing on the table, this is going to be a rather complex situation. And as me being a tarot reader, I just sometimes don't really have a conclusion as to what will come out, how it will come out, I would refer the information to my collective. But nonetheless, I'm going to do my best to do so. One thing about these readings, another thing that you got to understand is when it comes to these readings, it's going to be like the most awkwardest things that I may say. So one thing I just have to remind people when I do these type of readings is that if it resonates, resonate. If it doesn't, it doesn't. And it's a general. But I do offer minis, personals, and 3-question pulls. With me offer minis, personals, and 3-question pulls. If this or any of my other readings catch your attention and you feel a curiosity and you feel drawn to me to do a reading for you, go ahead and hit my inbox, and I do have numbers attached to where we can book that, okay? That's what you want to do. I appreciate all my subscribers, and we about to go ahead and get into it. Just give me a second. I'm about to come right back, and then we're going to get into this reading. Okay, other than that, I'll be right back. Hey, y'all, I'm back. So I'm back. I have to go put my incense down. But yeah, so this is one of my X-File readings. Let's get into it. So basically what I'm getting from this particular reading, it's about a homicide. So it's some type of homicide situation that has occurred. And with it being a homicide situation, I feel that it was disguised as a suicide though. Like it was disguised as a suicide. For those of you, whether you are feminine or masculine, who this reading may resonate with, it was a homicide, but I feel like when the authorities made it to the location where this person was discovered, the scene was dressed up like it was a suicide. I'm even getting that it was a suicide note that was found as well. For those of you who this reading could be resonating with, that suicide note I feel is fake. And it was someone else who was behind that suicide note. Whoever was responsible for the homicide, that was who created this suicide note. But they really thought that they got away, because whoever these individuals is, because I do pick up that it could be multiple people involved in one way or another. I feel like that it could have been one specific person that kind of headed on the situation with moving forward to make this situation look like a homicide. Look like a suicide, and say that it wasn't to look like a suicide, but in reality it was a homicide. But I feel like it was, I ain't gonna even not lie, I feel like that's someone else, because I see accomplices. So I feel like that it actually is accomplices. That's literally what it says. Look. It says accomplice and partner in crime. Okay, I am going to say that it was some type of influence from another individual to influence another individual to do so. And in doing so, this other individual that influenced this individual to do the homicide is a person that is kind of like, I think they call it like an alpha or something. They kind of like encourage this person to move forward with this. I feel like it's going to be some legal proceedings going on around this situation. If it's not no legal proceedings, it's going to be some that come up soon, because they are about to get to the bottom of this. I'm even seeing that the people who was involved in this, they could have said that the person who was the victim of this situation ran away. And I feel like upon them running away, I feel like that it was some type of missing persons report that was established. But a part of that accomplished situation is that whoever this person is, this is someone that this person is in a relationship with. Because was in a relationship with, because I'm getting past tense, because whoever this person is that was a victim of this homicide that was disguised as a suicide, their partner was the one who had something to do with it. I feel like that it was a collective of, it was two people involved, I'm say up to two. And I feel like that they traveled. Like, I also pick up that she could have actually passed in one area of the crime scene, but I feel like that these people who was involved in this situation moved her to another area, because I feel like this is a feminine energy that I'm tapping into, that is a victim of this homicide that looked like a suicide, and it was something around life insurance, because I feel like I did see 4 wands. So I feel like that this is someone that this feminine who was the victim of this situation was attached to in a relationship dynamic. Okay, I do pick up that they tried to clean up the situation. I'm gonna be honest with you, they just barely got away with it, because I feel like if it hadn't worked out the way it had worked out, I feel like that these people, because I'm getting that it's most people involved in this situation, could have actually got away with it. You know what I'm saying? It was something about an egotism. I'm getting that this person was on some type of ego trip prior to this feminine energy experiencing what she experienced, because whoever this feminine energy is, she is someone that has already transitioned. And with that being said, it's like her partner was on some type of ego trip or whatever. When I see ego trip, I actually pick up that this feminine could have been, it's even making me feel like it could have been some type of domestic violence. I feel like that she even could have been coming to this person and even asking for some form of a divorce or separation if they were not married. I'm actually getting that this could have been someone that was married, but it was something that's hidden. They tried to hide this situation that occurred. Okay, I feel like that this feminine energy that was a victim of this situation, I feel like that she was actively trying to detach herself from this situation. I'm telling you, it was someone that was a marriage, it was a wedding. But you know what? The crazy part about it is the 2 individuals, because I'm getting at this up to 2 male individuals that was involved in this situation. One of them was the person that Steve was in a relationship with, and the other person that was involved in this situation was just the accomplice of this male. I feel like that they actually planned this. I also pick up that they could have established a family. They could have had a family dynamic going on within the situation as well prior to this woman transitioning and things of that nature. Okay, it is a lot of energy around them trying to cover up a situation. I feel like that this person will say that they was not there when this woman was so-called committed suicide, but there was a lie. They tried to say they was out partying, but that was just a cover up. Okay, I do pick up that it even could have been drugs involved, because I'm getting that I did see crime of passion, so it even could have been some type of third party situation that this person could have been attached to. I'm actually getting that these males that's involved in this situation, they could have been in some type of same-sex relationship is what I'm getting. But I pick up that the masculine energy that actually has something to do with it, he was the one who got married. I'm even getting that he even created children with this woman, but the whole time he really just got involved in his relationship and marriage with this person because of the simple reason being, I feel like he was trying to get access to her life insurance money, and so he tried to create some form of a scene to make it seem like that it was a suicide, and then in reality it wasn't. It was actually a homicide, and they actually could have drugged this person and drowned them. I do pick up that this same-sex couple, they did have some type of debt, so with that being said, it was important that they got this insurance money regarding this woman's transition, because I'm getting that she did make this individual a beneficiary. I do pick up that these 2 people that was in a same-sex relationship, they were scheduling meetings behind this individual's back, and the whole time I feel like that they came to this feminine and was telling this feminine that they was just kicking it and hanging out, like they was just buddies, like they was just boys. But the whole time that's not the case. They was actually having an ongoing relationship behind this person's back, and they was trying to make sure that this woman didn't see it with tunnel. So when I see tunnel, I just feel like this individual that I'm talking to with this accomplice who was responsible for this situation, I feel that they also used to go to hotels and motels. I feel like that this woman would call a lot and text a lot, and the people that was involved in her homicide, I feel as though they would try to make it seem like that they was partying. I'm seeing that it was a cover up, and they gonna try to say that intuitively, for whoever this is gonna resonate with, you know something that is off. You actually could be the grandparent of this individual that has transitioned, that's going through this situation, but this situation was merely based off greed, okay? And I feel like for this masculine energy that was in this same-sex relationship behind this feminine energy's back, who's responsible for her transition, I feel like that he tried his best to, like, I feel like that this person did a lot to intentionally isolate this feminine energy. I say that because another card that popped out was abuse and neglect. That was another card that popped out. So I pick up that it was some evidence of abuse and neglect with the situation. I'm even getting that it could have been bruises. I'm even getting that I'm getting a domestic situation. And the whole reason why the situation was domestic, because in reality, this masculine energy that's had this accomplice that has something to do with what happened to this other feminine energy before she transitioned or whatever the case may be. I feel like that he was particularly abusive. I feel like I told you this person was doing a lot of lying. It was a lot of lying involved, a lot of manipulation. I'm even getting that they actually could have manipulated evidence in the case, made up a lot of things that were not true. It was an inside job. And I also get that this same-sex relationship, they were dating on the outside of this relationship. I feel like that the evidence about this situation is going to come through on a social media platform. I feel like for whoever is viewing this, you could be the one that's just searching for clarity in this situation, because for whoever I'm talking to, you are tapped into your intuition highly. I'm even getting that this feminine energy that has already transitioned, she does attempt to communicate to you. I feel like that this feminine energy communicates with you through dreams and whatever the case may be, because I feel like it's been very much so a mystery as to what happened in this situation. And I feel like this particular reading is going to be the clarity that you need in this situation. And once you go to some type of social media platform, it's some type of dating app that I feel like, and when y'all go to this dating app, whoever this is, I don't know where this is coming from, but whoever this is, I feel like this is where you're going to find the evidence that's needed. Even getting that the authorities that's actively involved in this situation could be trying to make references to a social media platform about what happened. I'm even getting that it was evidence on a social media platform about what was going on behind closed doors in this situation as well, collective, okay, in general, okay. And I'm getting that this masculine who has this accomplice that was in the situation, he just liked same-sex relationship, and he was just dating that woman only because of a cover-up. I don't even get that he really loved her. I'm getting that the reason why the relationship was so abusive prior to this situation happening was because he never was really into her anyway, in general. And I feel like he came into this marriage with this woman with all the intentions because it was greed. Hold on one second. I apologize for the interruption. Yeah, so I just feel like his whole plan, he came into this situation with negative intentions. And just like I said, it was literally an affair that was going on. It was just in the same chick, but he tried to put it out like he loved her, and it was a child that was actually conceived. And this whole situation, and when these people made this plan to do what they did, I feel like they didn't even consider the fact that it was a child conceived, because in reality, the individual that's responsible for this woman homicide, suicide situation, it was like I told you, it's a male. I'm telling you, that had something to do with it. That was conceived. This even could be a male child, is what I'm hearing that was conceived within this dynamic as well. And it was something that happened on the inside. He was really, really controlling, really, really manipulative the whole time. He really don't even like females, though. Like, he really never liked the females. It was a whole lie. The only reason why I'm even getting that he could have targeted this feminine energy from a social media platform. So the whole time, and he was trying to make it seem like it was something that naturally happened. I'm not seeing a natural disaster, but I'm natural disaster. That is not what I am seeing, but I am seeing that it actually was like pretty much an assassination, for the lack of better words. Like, he just did it, and he knew. Like, I don't think that the intentions that I'm getting from this person who's involved in this, and I don't even know who this reading. I don't even know where it's coming from, y'all, but it's coming, and I'm gonna just keep talking because I don't know. The person who was involved in this whole situation, I don't even think initially, because I'm getting that when he first married this feminine energy, I just feel as though he was really still having some confusion around what he preferred in a relationship. You know, like if he wanted to be like in same-sex relationships or a woman. I don't really think, you know, it was his intentions to like what am I trying to say? I don't really think it was his intentions to be like, okay, well, I'm gonna hurt her. I feel like that as this affair became more evident, like he actually really, it was some type of strangulation that's a feminine, which is so weird. It was something to do with a strangulation, like literally. I mean, even that's what I'm getting, but it's all a cover up. Because it's like this masculine that has this accomplice who was this person that he was in a love affair with, this other in this same sex relationship or whatever the case may be, you know what I'm saying? It was all a facade. Like that whole marriage, that whole everything was a whole facade. He was also maintaining private meetings with this person, and he would tell his girl before she transitioned, before this situation occurred, that he was out hanging out with his male friends, but the whole time that wasn't what it was. And I do pick up this person even could have had some issues with gambling. This person could have some issues with substance abuse as well, which could be some key factors to give my collective for whoever this reading is. Because I'm getting for whoever I'm reading this for, you don't even have nothing to do with this, but I feel like that you have some type of sixth sense that's just telling you that something is off within the situation. It's some type of drugs and poison. He actually could have poisoned her before taking her to a tub. Or he could have strangled her elsewhere, then put her in the tub. It's another thing that I'm getting. And he could say that he was at a party. But the whole time, even if he was, it was an accomplice involved. And it was all in the means to do a cover-up. That's what it was. It was all in the means to do a cover-up. He was wearing a mask the whole time. And I feel like he felt like with this boat, I'm even getting that they even, because this woman could be someone who could have been financially well off. I heard a yacht is what I heard. Like they could own a yacht, this feminine, but the whole time this person is very, very fraudulent. And fraudulent also could just be trying to maintain this facade as a means of a cover up. He even went as far to go ahead and establish a family dynamic with this individual. But the whole time he trying to establish a family dynamic, that's not even what he really wants. He just married this. He could be someone that has a very, very Christian upbringing. Because when I see that cross, it makes me feel Christian. So I feel like that he could have had a really, really religious upbringing. So it's like his actual choice. He could have been raised by his grandparents as well. It's not that. He could have been raised by his grandparents. He could be a fire sign, Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius energy. This feminine who transitioned could be a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Although we're not going to get caught up in that. But it's something that was hidden. And I'm actually getting that. Remember when I said that this person was coerced by another person? Because it was a crime of passion. Because they wanted to get access to this woman's money. But the only way he had to, and I'm even getting that this could have been organized crime. Like they could have took time, picked this person out, and with the intentions, and then trapped her. He even could have got her pregnant. Like she even could have had prior to what happened. But he gonna be trapped. He gonna be in jail, and his accomplice gonna be in jail. And I feel like it's gonna be the gift to whoever whose intuition is telling them that something is off within this situation. This gonna be your gift from the universe. For justice to finally to be had in this situation. And I feel like finally you're going to get the healing that you need behind it, because I feel like for those of you who I'm talking to or whatever the case may be, you got to heal behind this, because you like, damn, like I really just lost. And this could have even been somebody that you wanted to be with, and you could have I'm back. So it's like, and that's why I feel like he actually thought he was going to be able to get away with this shit. Like he thought he was. Clean up. Like they cleaned up the scene prior to the authorities making it there. But for whoever this is, it was about life insurance, because this person was greedy. And I just pick up that this couple, you know, the same-sex couple, they tried to say that she was missing. Even could have said she ran away for some of you guys. They even could say that, like she was missing. I'm even getting that they could have been pretending like that they were her the whole time. You know, but the whole time when the family is coming to question these individuals about what's happening, when this person is questioning, because whoever this is who's involved in this. So, yeah. And is gonna run away. He thought he was getting away. Thought he was gonna get away, a smooth operator, but it ain't gonna work, because the universe finna bring justice. He's traveling. He even could be traveling to get away, because I'm even getting that these individuals some of them have yet to be found yet, and it's about a female. A male has something to do with what happened, a homicide situation. They got something, and it's going to be some legal proceedings that's had. And I feel like that they did feel like the authorities that was involved in this trying to make it seem, or even could have made it seem like that it was an accident. it was an accident. It don't have to be a car, but they could just make it seem like it was an accident. Or they could have said that she took some sleeping medicine or some shit. Or they could have said that she was struggling from mental issues and whatever the case may be. But the whole time, you know what I'm saying, it was an accomplice. It was a setup from jump. But they think because it's two male energies, they're going to get caught up. And these people are actively in a relationship. But this other male who actually went forth and married this person, it's like he was coerced by this other person. Not saying that we don't have free will, because we do. It's something around a home. It even could be a deed about a home, like, or whatever the case may be. Like, it could have been a deed around a home, because I'm getting at this masculine wanted to have access to this person's property, this person's assets. But I feel like even before I told you homicide, but they're gonna try to make it seem like it was a suicide, and it's something that a spouse, a partner, that had something to do with it. They did it. It's about money. It's always about money. And I'm even getting that she could have been alive for quite a bit of time. Like, I'm even getting the process could have took time before she completely transitioned. As in, like, even if they try to dress it up to say, like, they tried to make it seem like that it was love, but the whole time that wasn't what it is. They could have waited before they contacted the ambulance. Or she could have been missing, if that's the situation, and they just waited to make a missing persons report. And then it's something that I'm not getting organized crime, but I am getting that he intentionally tried to alienate her. But it was all as a means to break her down in general. And I'm telling you, the justice card popped out again. So it is going to be some type of justice to be had, and why this person, and it's going to be a sour. And remember when I said that this particular individuals that's in this situation, they going to think that they got away with it. No, you're not. Because it's going to be a tower moment. And the tower moment that's going to occur is that the evidence is going to be brought to light in the Knight of Wands energy. Like, it's gonna come through fast too. Someone is about to come in and bring you this justice. And I feel like once you receive this information,